I know.
Okay. Quiet.
Good evening, and thank you for coming tonight. So, this is always a special concert for me. It's the first winter concert, the first performance for the beginning band. Every year we start a new beginning band, and there's, how many are there, right? Like 60 this year, I think, right? At least. Big group, and they're a very enthusiastic group. In the good way. I actually have really enjoyed working with these kids so far this year. They're a great group, and I'm really proud of them because most of them, back in September, didn't even know how to put these instruments together. Some of them started in summer band, and we have a handful of ringers who started in like 4th grade. I'm not really counting them, but they, you know, they're not beginners. We kind of call this 6th grade band as well, but most of these kids are beginners, and they worked really hard, and I'm really proud of them. I think they're off to a great start. Now, I've had a lot of help so far this year, and I've had help mostly from my mentors, and the mentors are peer mentors. They're mostly 8th graders. We got a couple 7th graders, but they're mostly 8th graders. And once a week with these kids on Tuesdays and Thursdays, for an hour after school, the 8th graders work with the 6th graders. And it's a small group, kind of usually 2 or 3 people, and it's a really successful program, and I think it's one of the reasons why these guys sound the way they do so soon. And it's one of the only peer mentoring programs in the country. And I believe most of my mentors are here tonight, so if they could stand up and be acknowledged. Thank you very much. You may be seated. All right, we are going to move on to our next piece, which is Procession of the Kings. And we will follow that with Invasion of the Christmas Crabs. And just a quick note about that piece, it's actually written about crabs that invade Christmas Island in Australia every year. The composer Victor Lopez spent some time in Australia, and literally this island is completely overrun by these crabs for about, I think, do you remember how many days? It's like 5 or 7 days. I mean, like if your door is open, they'll go right through your house. I mean, they're like, the whole ground is black with crabs. It's like insane. And the locals they just take it in stride. They're totally used to it. So that piece, Invasion of the Christmas Crabs, was inspired by that. Okay? Thank you.